Man, look at Jack back with another video, and this y'all know this Dolph case is real hot, so we finna get into these videos talking about Gotti setting up Dolph. So we finna see how it's coming, you feel me? See if Gotti really has something to do with it.
Back on November 17th, 2021, the rapper Young Dolph was taken out outside of a cookie shop in Memphis. Dolph, who was in the city to host a turkey drive, was ambushed by two armed masked men. Shortly after Dolph entered the cookie shop, the two men were seen running towards him and cowardly unloading into the store. Dolph was struck multiple times and passed away due to his injuries. This was the last video recording seen of Young Dolph, a video of him walking right into his demise. While initially the police had no idea who was responsible, many in the streets and online believed they knew exactly who was behind it: his biggest rival, Yo Gotti. Something that remained speculation until the man—
And what I'm not understanding is, I'm not respecting these boys hiding their face. Stop hiding your face, you know what you did? Hey, it's over for you. You know what you did.
And responsible for doing the crime came out and admitted it himself. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about Yo Gotti's alleged involvement in taking out Young Dolph. Let's get right into it. In hip-hop, rappers passing away has pretty much become normalized. Since the 90s, rappers have been targeted for all kinds of reasons. Death has almost attached itself to hip-hop culture. Today, when a rapper passes away, it's in headlines for a few days, but soon forgotten. But there's a few hip-hop deaths that are hard to forget because of how traumatic they were. Like the passing of XXXTentacion,
they did him dirty.
Like Young Dolph's passing, which is one of the most gruesome acts caught on camera. When those two guys hopped out the car and unloaded into the store with no remorse, it just showed how evil this all really can get.
And Buddy couldn't handle that K. That hoe was going all over the place, bro. You shouldn't have had a smaller gun, bro, like a little tick or something, bro, because that K was too strong for you, bro. You know what you was doing, Jack.
One moment to the next, a man lost it all over one of the most petty beefs ever seen in hip-hop. For years, people could only speculate that Yo Gotti and CMG were behind what happened to Dolph. But at this point, it is no longer a speculation, as the man who did the crime came out and admitted CMG was behind it. Just a couple days back, the Young Dolph murder trial started, and the very first day of the trial, we saw the man responsible for taking out Dolph admit he was working for CMG. Cornelius Smith was one of the men arrested for what happened to Young Dolph. A few days back, Cornelius admitted to being one of the hitmen involved in the crime. In the courtroom, Cornelius not only admitted that he pulled the trigger alongside Justin Johnson, but he also admitted that he did it after CMG had put a $100K hit on Dolph. Cornelius
and only got $800, bro. Only $800 to take that man life. That man was feeding the community. And why you think them boys was sliding like they was behind Dolph? Them boys got to get back faster than a hoe.
That he was told about the bounty on Dolph by Hernandez Govin. According to Cornelius, he met Govin through Justin. Govin was trying to get Justin, who was a rapper by the name of Straight Drop, signed to CMG, as Govin knew people over at CMG, specifically Yo Gotti's brother Big Jook. According to Cornelius's testimony, he claims that Govin told Justin and him that Big Jook was willing to pay $100,000 for them to take out Young Dolph. Jonathan agreed to do it for the money, but also as an offering to Yo Gotti and CMG, hoping that they will sign him for doing this. So according to Cornelius, him and Justin waited until November because they knew Young Dolph was supposed to be hosting turkey drives all month in Memphis. So they took to the streets to look for him, and they found him. When they found him, they began tailing Dolph all the way to the cookie store. When Dolph got out of the car to get some cookies,
was y'all not looking in your rear view? I mean, you in a bulletproof car, so you probably weren't worried about it. But bro, damn, Dolph, you weren't looking in your rear view. Your brother wasn't looking, but damn.
The two men pulled a U-turn and drove into the parking lot. They hopped out the car and unloaded into the store, taking Dolph out. The two were also injured as Dolph's brother returned fire, but they managed to jump back in the car and escape. Just like that, these two men ended another man under orders directly given by CMG. This is no longer a speculation. The man responsible for the crime admitted it on the stand.
Back up, okay? So you say
after your face.
Your senses.
That's some whole shit.
Correct. And you say that Justin, is that the defendant in this case?
Yes, sir.
Had written you something that you called it?
A kite.
Okay. Without saying what was in that kite. That's a letter, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Without saying in that
yes, sir.
letter,
No, sir.
After you received that letter,
you finna spend you finna spend the rest of your natural born life in jail, bro. For doing some shit off of impulsive reaction. Like, come on, bro. Impulsion move, bro. Like, why? You got $800, bro. You shouldn't. Why didn't you get that money up front if you're gonna take a job like that? 100K a lot of money, bro. Especially a nigga ain't got nothing. Like, why would you take that job and you didn't get the money up front? That was just like a sucker ass move, bro, on your behalf.
Tell the truth.
Right.
And what did you do once you decided to tell the truth?
I had spoke with my lawyer. Yeah, I've been caught and I got a conscience too. Now they don't know my senses. Yeah, I got a conscience. That's the day that we had saw Young Dolph and Pulling in Makitas.
All right, so whose car is that?
That's Young Dolph's car.
All right, and you say we, who saw this car?
Me and Jessica.
Well, let's back up then and tell me how you know Justin.
Through Govan.
All right, and who is Govan?
A name that Govan Quick. We know him by Quick.
Okay, who is Quit?
Associate.
How is it that you met Justin through Quit?
Just, like, being around, basically. Being around.
Would Justin be around Quit too?
Yeah, he'll be around Quick.
Do you know why Justin would be around Quit?
They look at each other like brothers, brothers, and then just rap or whatever.
All right, you knew Justin to be a rapper?
Yeah.
Did you know his rap name?
Straight drop.
And did you know Quet to be involved in, I guess, the rap business or something?
He called himself.
Okay. What sort of would he call himself as far as being in the business?
I guess a negotiator. I don't know.
A negotiator?
I don't know. Yeah.
That boy ain't telling on everybody.
Do you know whether or not he was trying to negotiate for Straight Drop?
And the thing about it, he didn't get a deal or nothing. He just dry telling on people, bro. Cause like you did all of the work, and so now you just dry telling on people.
I guess trying to get him a deal.
Okay. Do you know who he was trying to get him a deal with?
Big Jook and him, got in him.
All right. You said Big Jook, is that correct?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the music label CMG?
Why not just keep putting
Big
your hard
Jook's?
work in
And his brother,
and get
right?
it from
His
the
brother
mud and start trying to
Gotti,
get it easy, bro.
Okay. Before the record, can you point him out in the courtroom and tell me what he's wearing and stuff?
Yeah, the young brother over there with the button-down shirt, blue and white button-down shirt.
If the record could reflect that he's identified the defendant, Mr. Justin Johnson, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that the witness is identified the defendant in court.
So how did you get to be with Justin Johnson this day on November 17th, 2021?
We knew that,
he knows though.
Dolph in the head or whatever, so
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head or whatnot, so
How do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
Quick had told me about it, Quick, and you know what I'm saying, being just
How much money was it supposed to be?
Hey, see, it ain't worth. Now you finna spend the rest of your life
Had you agreed
in
to
jail.
do this hit?
Your daughter
Yes,
ain't gonna
sir.
have no daddy. She gonna
Agreed to do
just
this
basically
hit?
see
Yes,
you
sir.
behind the glass for the rest of
You
your
all
life.
do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but
Stupid, bro.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
me and him supposed to be giving Quick 10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him were going to give Govan 10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you going to get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Okay. Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we had been talking about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah,
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
he had pulled up to give me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where'd he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
I was Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you?
But it
Now,
like
the
he wanna
question
cry
you
like a
might be left
motherfucker.
with is why CMG wanted to eliminate Young Dolph so badly. Well, it all goes back to a decision Young Dolph made at the beginning of his music career. While Big Jook was who quote-unquote put the hit on Dolph, Dolph's problems were really with his brother Yo Gotti. The beef with Yo Gotti and Young Dolph is well documented, but few know why it started. What led to their beef is no other than greed and jealousy. The reason these two guys are beefing was because Yo Gotti wanted to sign Young Dolph to a CMG label since they were both from Memphis. Gotti would end up offering Dolph a deal, but Dolph refused to sign to Gotti because he wanted to create his own label and have his own situation.
Can't knock
Add
a man
this
for
with
that.
the rumor that Young Dolph might have slept with one of the women Yo Gotti was involved with, and that pushed the situation to a whole new level. As soon after that rumor, Yo Gotti and his CMG team started dissing Young Dolph. This led to disses coming from both sides, sparking the beef publicly. Not long after the diss songs, the violence came, and that's when the attempts on Dolph started. The first attempt was when he was ambushed inside of his bulletproof truck, with CMG associates unloading over 100 rounds into the truck, with Dolph miraculously surviving the attempt. Dolph would even make a whole song dissing CMG for not being able to take him out. Shortly after that happened, CMG rapper Black Youngsta was arrested being accused of setting up the crime. He was eventually released as not enough evidence was found to continue the trial. After this, things only got worse as another attempt happened, this time with Dolph actually being struck but surviving. Again, this situation was attributed to the beef Dolph had going on with Yo Gotti. Even though CMG had allegedly attempted to take Dolph out twice and failed, they didn't give up. Eventually, Big Jook, Gotti's blood brother, put the word out in the streets that he was paying $100,000 for Dolph's head. A decision that not only cost Dolph everything, but also himself. As just under 2 years after the hit,
let you know people really out here love Dolph, bro. They got him coming out of the funeral. They was watching it. The man got shot at the day before, and you still stayed down there like you was tough. Ain't nobody untouchable, bro. Like,
Big Jook was ambushed and taken out just like young Dolph, leaving Yo Gotti not only without an enemy, but also without a brother. Even though Big Jook was who put the so-called hit on young Dolph, we all know why he did it. Big Jook was doing what his brother wanted him to do. Gotti wanted his biggest rival gone, and his brother stepped up to get it done. Gotti most likely celebrated with his brother when Dolph was taken out, only to lose his brother to that very same decision. It's interesting that Gotti hasn't been investigated when it's pretty obvious he was most likely involved. This all happened because a rapper from the same city as him refused to sign to his label, so he picked on him until he got rid of him. I'm not saying young Dolph was an angel either. He was also antagonizing this entire situation. He used these moments as promo to make his music career bigger. But it's obvious he wasn't the initial aggressor, as Yo Gotti's people seem to have been after him the entire time. One thing I found extremely interesting and telling was the fact that the rapper Straight Drop was committed to taking out young Dolph as some sort of offering to CMG. He was most likely told by Govin if he took out young Dolph, CMG would sign him. This most likely would have happened if Justin wasn't named as a suspect soon after the crime. Who knows what would have happened if this would have went differently and they were never suspected or arrested for the crime. CMG would have most likely signed him for making that sacrifice for them. This industry operates off this kind of evil. The fans are so lost as they praise people like Yo Gotti, who not only took out another rapper because he was jealous of them, but he also got his own brother taken out for being involved. Here CMG had an artist who wanted to sign to them, go out and take out their rival for that opportunity. That wasn't just a bounty.
I don't know if y'all believe it. I think he low-key had to get his brother out the way because he know that shit was going to backfire on him, especially his brother was going to get caught. Not saying his brother was going to tell on him, but you never know. Shit, you never know these days. So I don't know if that's true. I'm just speculation. What if he got his brother out the way? A dead man can't talk, you dig?
That was his initiation. They were bringing Justin into the crew, and he had to make a sacrifice to get in. What's also interesting about this case was the fact that Hernandez Govin was actually the father of rapper Lotto Cash Desto, who was signed to Lil Uzi Vert. Lotto was taken out similarly to how young Dolph was taken out. Govin was the middleman between CMG and Straight Drop. He was the one in the music industry dancing with the devil and ended up helping destroy so many lives. What's ironic about all of this is that Cornelius claimed he had a change of heart and decided to snitch because he felt bad about what he did, and also because Justin and Govin were attempting to throw him under the bus and pin the entire thing on him. Not only was he only paid about $800 when he was supposed to be given $40K, but they were going to feed him to the wolves,
and he did all
letting
work.
him take the fall for everything, which led him to decide to snitch and bring everyone down with him. There are no rules in the devil's playground. All these celebrities dance with the devil, not realizing he's not loyal to any of them. The devil would do what he does best, help you destroy yourself. What's sad about all of this is how hip-hop culture is being used to destroy the urban community. This music that CMG and young Dolph are making left many more victims than just Dolph and Big Jook. So many people listen to this music and idolize these rappers and then go out and face similar consequences. The only difference is that most of them don't get anything but death out of it, while Yo Gotti, who is promoting this deadly lifestyle, makes millions for the record labels. The kids are the biggest threat to this music. They listen to the songs and it hypnotizes them, influencing their lives. They eventually want to be the next Cornelius and Justin, who take out a famous rapper for street rap. If you haven't noticed.
But anyways, that's the banger right there, bro. Get in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Gotti has something to do with his big bro getting took out? What do y'all think? I don't know, but I ain't gonna put it off the table, you dig. But make sure you like up and sub up to the channel. Appreciate all the love, bro. Hey, respect. One, you feel me?